Hey ladies, how are you today? Happy Wednesday. I am let's talk a little bit today while I do my morning routine, and I'm going to be using a cotton round this time around instead of my fingers. Cotton rounds. These are 100% natural cotton and hypoallergenic. And I'm going to be using 100% extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to dab a little bit on my cotton round and I'm going to dab on my eye area with it and on my mouth and forehead. Between the eyes and the forehead where I get my wrinkles and dry skin. You may want to, if you have a I just took that on my nose. If you have a hairband close by, you may want to put your hair in a hairband to keep it out of your way when you're dealing with the olive oil. I'm just using this here as my I heard something. I got my window open and I think it's the birds outside this morning singing. Oh god. Oh my gosh, my nose is a little bit runny. Spring allergies. Either that or just the change in temperatures. It was really warm yesterday, like 80, 90 degrees. And then, let's see, tomorrow and the next day, I think it's supposed to be back to like 50 or 60 degrees. So, you know, that fluctuation in temperature can kind of make you get a little bit runny. Or else it could have just been the little cotton pieces from this that's kind of stuck on my nose and making me feel itchy. I don't know, but anyways, let's see. Let's get back to this. I don't know. Okay, so that's just moisturize. And that's in the morning. First thing in the morning. So you see the dirt I got off my face. That's from waking up. And remember to lightly pat or tap the delicate eye area, and if you have to pull any of it, pull in an upward motion very gently. So, you know, I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, and years actually. I've been going through some issues for years, and it kind of feels like, you know, a nightmare that I can't wake up from. It feels like hell on earth. Seriously. And, you know, I don't know if anyone out there, I don't know if you pray, but if you do, and I know you don't know me, so you know, even though we're strangers, and I don't know if you are into that kind of thing or not, I still want to ask you to pray for me. Pray that I will get the answers I seek, and that I will get the help I need. I have been facing a medical issue in West Virginia, where I live, for the past 10 years since my son was born, and I have had some previous channels on YouTube in the past 5-6 years under different identities, and you know, I made a lot of wrong decisions and bad choices that led me to where I ended up. And some could consider that failure. I just consider it, a detour, a learning experience. And mistakes can make us better if we learn from it. But if we don't learn from it, then they can just, hinder us and hold us back. And I've made my mistakes, my share of mistakes. I've made lots of mistakes. And I take full responsibility for myself. I take the blame for any mistakes that I have made or wrongs I've committed against people. And, as a woman in the world, we're sensitive and emotional. And sometimes we can be kind of hard on ourselves. We can beat ourselves up over things, that's long past. Memories that we, hold on to, and things that has hurt us and bothered us, and we carry it with us like baggage. But it's better to let it go and put it to rest and just walk free and clear with no baggage. So, my mistakes, I guess in a way I'm trying to learn from them, but I still deal with them, and I still deal with the guilt. And I don't know if my medical issue that I've been facing and dealing with for 10 years, I don't know if that is my punishment, or if it's just that learning experience that I must go through, and why it's taken so long to get closure about it, or why it's taken so long to get the answers I need. I've prayed about it, and I've waited, and I've tried to help myself. I've done things. I've done different things to try to help myself, but it never amounts to anything. Nothing ever comes of it. Healing and hope. And hope, I just want a little hope that there's someone out there who can help. And it's so hard finding the help I need that I don't know what else to do or where else to turn. The doctors in my area won't or can't help, and it's so difficult when you want to get help from outside of your area, from another doctor or someone, and it's difficult if you have a medical card and you can't pay with insurance or cash or anything like that. So doctors will deny service, deny treating you, and then they just give you this general kind of treatment, general test, and if it's something more serious than that, then sometimes they never find out. So you go years and years without a diagnosis, which is what's happened to me. And it's been the biggest battle, the biggest struggle of my life. And I'm still waiting right now. I'm waiting to hear something. I'm waiting on something, on anything, on a little glimmer of hope. And so I'm reaching out to you, to anyone here today, complete strangers even. But maybe through this we won't be a stranger anymore if you can just say a little prayer for me. And I don't know if you pray, so I know that may be asking a lot, but if you could just say a little prayer for me, that glimmer of hope will come in my life, that God will send that glimmer of hope, that my faith all these years, I know it's been tested, but that it's paid off, and that justice and truth will finally prevail. If you could just say a prayer for me, for Jennifer, that I would get the hope and help I need, and that the truth will finally set me free. The truth will finally come out, and that justice will prevail. This is what I need prayer for. Pretty much a miracle. Pretty much just a miracle. But if you could find it in your heart, to say a prayer for me, for Jennifer,